What happens to a person when he dies? He arrives at his eternal home. Solomon, in his latter years, described old age and death like this: desire fails because man is going to his eternal home. Many times, life and death are described in this manner. In life, we are in our temporary home, and in death, in our eternal home. And so when man dies, he enters into his eternal dwelling. The temporary life that man has on earth is simply given for this purpose, to make a choice where we want to live eternally and to prepare ourselves for eternity, because life here is very short. He enters perfect justice. We understand that when we look in this world, there's much injustice. There's partial justice. But partial means it's part of a whole. When we see partial justice, and many people, they die, and they're in their grave, and there's many parts of their life that have not been settled, that have not been justified. Injustice is still in their life. And so just the fact that we have partial justice declares to us, confesses to us, testifies to us that there is full justice to come. And when we die, we enter into full justice. Because in this world, we'll never experience full justice, but the partial justice that we see in the world declares to us that full justice is to come. And when a person dies, he enters into full justice. It is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment, Hebrews declares. Romans chapter 3 is written with the aspect to declare to us that what is unjust, and shows us the injustice of man. And then Paul, our God, confesses to us or declares to us that he is the just one and the justifier of all things. God sent Jesus Christ with this purpose, because we are unjust, and that through him we can actually meet God's just demands, and when we face him, that we can be justified and be received by him and not condemned for all eternity. Jesus declared this when he opened the eyes of John and allowed John to look into the future recorded in the book of Revelation. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and books were opened. Then another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged by what was written in the books according to what they had done. And the sea gave up the dead who were in it. Death and Hades gave up the dead who were in them, and they were judged, each one of them according to what they had done. People are interested in the matter of death for different reasons. Some, they see death as an escape from all battles and issues and struggles. They see death as something that's peaceful, something where they no longer have to go through the struggles they're in. But death brings a person into all reckoning. Death, from our perspective, looks often peaceful. Some would simply look at death as it's the absence of all activity. But through those that have come back, they declare that there's activity, and also God gives us a view of the activity that is taking place. And we're going into full reckoning. Death is not an escape. It's actually the opposite. It brings us into a place where we have to face everything. Face everything that we've said, everything that we've done. It's a place of full reckoning. But it's also a place where we will be treated for all the things that have been done against us. It's a place of full reckoning. Every person desires that. I don't think that there's a person in the world that wants to leave this world as it is, wants to leave his life as it is. And death takes a person into full reckoning. Everything will be brought to the front. Everything will be dealt with. And some people commit suicide thinking it's a way to peace, but it's only a way into full reckoning. What they've done, they will not come and be delivered from the struggles of this life. Everything will be intensified. It's on the other side of mercy and grace. It's a place of full justice. It's a place where a person will have to deal with every single thing that he has ever gone through in life, including if he has committed suicide. So death is not an escape, it's a reckoning. God informs us very clearly in His Word what we will encounter when we pass from this life. We will face Him face to face, and we will see what life is all about. We cannot avoid death, but we can be prepared for it. I want to leave you with some words from Jesus Christ. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? Recorded by John in John chapter 11. Jesus also said, truly, truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. He does not come into judgment, but has passed from death to life. Truly, truly, I say to you, an hour is coming and now is here when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son also to have life in himself. And he has given him authority to execute judgment because he is the Son of Man. I cannot tell you all the details of what will happen to you when you die. But I can tell you that you will face God and you will be rewarded for the good that you've done if you have Christ in your heart and you believe in him. And you will be judged for all your sin if you're without him. I encourage you, take it seriously.